I am so excited about our next segment. I had the privilege to interview Christie. She's the author of Toilet Training Infants and Children in Australia. And for 7 years now, what I have been seeing through pottytraining.com.au, talking to thousands of parents, working with childcare centres, we now have research that finally backs this up. It's the largest survey they've done on toilet training in Australia. And as I said, it's just so exciting that everything that came out of the research is everything that I'm teaching parents and wanting to get across to help you know the best way to go about toilet training. Christie talks about the window of opportunity. And this is the window that allows you to know when's the best time to start toilet training to get the best results and to avoid the epidemic that's sweeping Australia, the poo challenge. So this is just a small segment of quite a large interview that we did. We spoke for quite a while and it was very informative. So we're going to be utilising this throughout our episode, so stay tuned. So sit back and watch and take note of everything that Anna's saying. It's the facts that's coming out here in Australia. Welcome Christie. Thank you so much for joining us today and discussing toilet training.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm really interested in the work you're doing.
Now, in 2010, you conducted a research project titled Toilet Training Infants and Children in Australia. Could you please give us an overview of that report that you did?
This is an original report. It's the first time in Australia that anyone has looked at toilet training behaviours to this extent in Australia. I was looking at it from the environmental, social and the health impacts of late toilet training. By late toilet training, I was just seeking to establish what is the current age that people are toilet training their children, and I mean when do they commence, when do they finish, and has this changed in the last generation? My research confirmed that both the commencement and the completion of toilet training in Australia has now been delayed in the region of a year to a year and a half, more than what it was a generation ago. And what we now see is that the later you leave it to start toilet training children, you miss what we call the window of opportunity. And that window of opportunity is a window within which if you begin the toilet training, you will have a shorter toilet training and you will have less problems in toilet training. If you miss the window of opportunity, which is said to commence from about 18 months, depending on which of the experts you look at, from around 18 months to perhaps 22 months are the best, or let's say a year and a half to 2 years is the window. You will have you will have the chance of a more extended toilet training. You will have a much higher possibility that the child will have dysfunctional behaviours, and those dysfunctional behaviours include hiding while pooing, refusing to use the potty, and pooing in pants, and withholding, sometimes for days, withholding poos. Once the child enters the terrible two zone, then they discover the word no. And then they start to use a number of different things as ways of enforcing their individuality against their parent. And any parent knows what it's like. And it could be anything could become the source of the conflict. Not eating a certain food, but in this case we know that toilet training can certainly be a fantastic tool that the child can use in its quest to exert its individuality.
Absolutely.
Well, I think your work is definitely got a role to play, because word of mouth is a very strong influence. when mums see the success that other people are having, they'll go, I want that too. You know, I don't want to have a child in nappies at 3 years of age. I really would like to see young mums learn that it is possible to throw away the nappies at a younger age than what is currently believed. And I think that it would be a wonderful thing for the children to be given that opportunity to be toilet trained, because I really believe that most children are happy to be toilet trained, and because children's natural desire is to have control over their body. They want to have control. So why would they not want to have control over their continence? I think it is actually, you're using the child's own natural inclination by allowing them to be toilet trained at a younger age.